the sheer number of shots that the Bulls are getting at the rim, it just, again, it helps your ball handlers. When you look at that. So when you look at Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Ayo Dosunmu, Trey Jones, that all create off cutting and all create off drives, right? The Bulls may even lead the league in drives per game when it's when it's said and done. Right now, the Bulls are averaging 63.3 drives at the rim per game, which is the most in the NBA, period. And that's without Kobe White, who I know people like to think of Kobe as this Ben Gordon-esque three-point shooter. That's not ever what Kobe White's really been. Well, 2 years he was coming off the bench, he was that, right? Mainly to try to stretch the floor. But Kobe is not just a stand at the three-point line, coming off screen shooter. He gets into rhythm by driving to the rim. And so the Bulls averaging 63 drives per game, leading the NBA without Kobe, who last year finished the year at almost 16 drives per game. Like, that's what you're looking at. Like, this is going to be a team that creates from the inside out. And when you do that while you're still a high-paced team, that puts so much pressure on defense. That's why you're seeing the Chicago Bulls free throw rate take such a step up than what it was last season, because they're not settling for threes in transition anymore. They're actually getting it done and getting in there. The Bulls, as it stands right now, have a 31% free throw rate. You look at that compared to last season on the year. The Chicago Bulls had a 21% free throw rate last season. What does that mean? That means that the Bulls have they have increased their free throw rate by almost 10% in the early part of this year. That's amazing to see for this Bulls team. That's what you love to see. So again, assists and shots at the rim. The fact that the Bulls are tops of the league in those two areas, those go hand in hand. And that's why the Bulls have been able to thrive so much so far this season. Now, let's flip it. Let's look at the two concerning stats that Elias Schuster has here for the Chicago Bulls. 26.3% opponent three-point percentage. Now, when you look at that, and Elias points this out, like, why isn't that a good number, right? It should seem like a really good number that opposing teams are shooting the ball 26.3% from downtown against the Chicago Bulls. But then when you factor in that we faced off against the Pistons and the Magic with only 3 games for us, they both shot terrible right now. They combined for 10 of 48 from downtown. Orlando shot 3 for 24, which is definitely going to affect your rate a lot, right? But these are already two of the teams that are not going to be the best three-point shooting teams of this season. Now, when you look at it as well, Chicago Bulls opponents have shot the ball 27% on wide open threes this season, which is the Chicago Bulls have allowed the fewest number of wide open threes because we're contesting the three-point line, but that's not going to hold up. And I mean, if it does, it's amazing mark, right?